Pledgeums.
So we're back with reviews, you know the crack. So we're starting with again fellow Irishman. How's the crack? How's she cutting? How your horse? So Shane Mac 54, the 54th Shane Mac in the in the Leitrim area. Um, so as you can see, 10,830 trophies, pretty decent. 190 plats. So you're sitting at a pretty nice 90% completion rate with emergency like amount of unearned trophies. But you are, touching the grace of the top 100 in Ireland, so that is the most competitive, illustrious leaderboard in the world. So fair play to you.
We've talked about that
So,
before. Yeah, it's true.
well, it's because it's true.
Yeah.
Anything that's true keeps coming up. So, straight away, I'm just looking at the double stacks of the Alien Isolation. I like that.
Looks nice. Yeah.
There's a King's Tale Final Fantasy. It's a bit of a completionist vibe.
It is, yeah, big time. And I like how
yeah.
he obviously took him quite a while to do the PS4 version of Alien Isolation, but then he liked it so much that he went and
dominated the PS3 version.
Yeah, destroyed it. So that's a good sign because, again, we've talked about it, that's one of the kind of games that has eluded both of us from the last generation.
I do have it though. It's installed on the PS4 and I will get to it in 2024. So it's funny to see an awful lot of people are going back to the PS3 to do a bit of clear. Let me just check how old is this account. Ooh.
Seems like an old one. 12 years, yeah.
But before the records began.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's very cool.
I would place it then. So obviously, like we've explained this before, but the timestamp just means earn trophies before you created a PSN. So God help you. I know what the internet was like in Ireland over 12 years ago. I can see why you didn't get around to being able to make a PSN.
What's interesting is that he had 500 trophies before he got a platinum. That's very cool.
Damn, back in the day, like took your while for the bug to bite you.
Yeah, but it bit.
This is an old kind, but you're going back to stuff like Angry Birds Star Wars and the PS3.
There's stuff up,
so
it's ultra rare platinum. It's pretty cool.
That's actually, I've never seen this in a kind before, where all 51 trophies have no timestamps.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty neat.
It does. It looks very neat, actually. I think that's kind of quite prestigious, to have like a. Because I
completely without timestamps.
Mine is very messy with like Resi 4 or Resi 5 and Call of Duty Modern or World at War. It's got they're kind of all over the place, but that looks super swish actually.
Yeah, no, I wish they were all like that actually.
Yeah.
But
really
so
cool.
You like Assassin's Creed anyway? Oh boy, do you love it! It keeps going. I like to see the complete stacks. In fairness,
looks like he's finished at pretty much the same time I finished with Black Flag as well. So hasn't been any of the newer ones.
Oh yeah, you went back to the PS3 version. So you're obviously on a bit of a cleanup mission at the moment. Back to the Future, the most annoying trophy list ever. When you see it like that, each episode in its own. It's like, damn you.
Yeah, no, that was before they kind of figured out the trophies,
we could do it in one list, guys. So, that's very nice. All the Batman games.
It's really nice to see stacks of good games, isn't it?
Yeah. Like we're so used to seeing like filth. This is how if you're going to stack. This is how you stack, guys.
Yeah.
Not filling up with pure shite, pure tack. This man looked at Black Flag and was like, I'm gonna have some of that again. Or he looked at like Arkham City and those challenges and was like, if I did it once, I can do it again.
Yeah, twice, so, for Arkham City. That's pretty cool.
He got Arkham Asylum in 6 days.
Yeah.
That says it all. But like what can you expect? He's top 100 in the Irish leaderboard. I'm also liking the Beyond Good and Evil, Beyond Two Souls. It's actually a very similar list at the top end of like mine is.
Yeah, a lot of similar tasting games.
Yeah, like Bloodborne, Bully, Brothers Tale of Two Sons, which is fantastic game. And just 2 Call of Duties, kind of
Mhm.
similar to myself. I think I've 3 Call of Duty Classic, World of War, and Black Ops.
Yeah,
But you're picking like the classy campaigns,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Well, they're newer
Um,
games as well, you know. So
hmm Castlevania, Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Can't say I'm aware of that. That's a new one. How many? It's nuts. Just the guy. You're still finding new games.
yeah, yeah. That's it. You know, you've said it before, but it's amazing how, like, you know, we can all have the same console but play wildly different games.
Have completely different experiences.
Yeah,
I see someone else got Control on the PlayStation Plus.
nice. Yeah,
All the Crash games is pretty nice, particularly that first game.
yeah. 4 years. Yeah,
Which,
I
yeah,
must do the same. I must go back and do them as well. I feel like they're a real stain on my account when I don't see 1 and 2 platinumed. So I feel like Shane's given me a bit of inspiration here.
boot up the whole. I'd say, what's that one trophy you're missing in Dante's Inferno?
It's the DLC
Get 25 different single player and 15 different 2-player EA trials.
online. Yeah, it's been removed.
Oh, my condolences. Days of the Tentacle Remastered. That's a game that I've actually been meaning to buy.
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's like the old, you know, LucasArts games. Yeah, you know, it's got those puzzles that would literally be absolutely impossible without, you know, uh, either the internet or a group of friends trying to figure these things out.
Or that one savant that just figures it out straight away, that finishes the witness in one sitting.
Yeah.
Oh, a stack of Dead Rising 2. You mad lad. Now I really enjoyed the game, in fairness, but it's definitely like I think it's completely a relic of its time now at this point. Like the time limit restrictions, while kind of cool, it does add a lot of pressure, and there is an awful lot of kind of grinding in that to get the kills and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So fair play for going for that, and then Off the Record as well, which you went back to, and 10 years, 4 weeks.
This is a real cleanup.
You've been on a mission, and Dead Space as well. I'm assuming that you'll go back to that and finish it. I mean, like, it's only don't get cocky, kid, and complete the game in the hardest difficulty. Fully upgrade the plasma cutter, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah,
Um,
that's super cool. Yeah, I'd love to.
so
I wonder what the completion rate was like a year ago. I'd say, you know, I'd say he's built up his completion a huge amount this year already.
yeah, no, it seems Operation Cleanup is in full swing. Death Stranding, Demon Souls in the PS3, 2021.
Nice.
All the Devil May Cry's 9 years. This has been like, this must be one of the greatest like examples of a list cleanup. Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah.
I don't want to shy past the Devil May Cry plats here.
No, it is very, very impressive. Like, this has been a serious year of cleanup for Shane.
Yeah, no, Shane's been busy. It's a funny list. So you get Devil May Cry, then Disney classic games, Aladdin and the Lion King. A man of taste. Far Cry 2 sitting out there like a sore thumb, though. I would not blame you for not going back. And then look, the bane of every single completionist account is FIFA. That is something we all share in common. We all have that one FIFA game that just like servers closed, or
Yeah,
you hate to see it. But then you love to see this.
a nice Final Fantasy sweep there. Yep.
Yeah, you can take the reins on this one, Mr. Final Fantasy.
Yeah, no, it's great to see, especially 10-2, which is one of the rarer platinums for the Final Fantasy series, just because of how arduous it is. But it's a great game as well. It got blasted at the time of release, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I have that and Final Fantasy X on my Vita, kind of ready to go once I finish Persona. I can only take one mammoth game at a time. Nice collection of God of War. It's a very nice looking list when it's good games that are stacked, as we were saying before.
There isn't any bad games on this list at all.
No, it's all solid. So this is an interesting thing now. Gran Turismo 5, will you go back and pull it down and get the platinum in 10 years?
I don't necessarily recommend it, to be honest.
It's funny seeing just the PS3 version of San Andreas. I prefer the trophy icon.
Yeah.
It's kind of more in keeping with GTA 5 and 3 and stuff. Grim Fandango, Vice City, I like fair play for getting to take the cannoli. So it's just a bit annoying because the other GTA games are quite straightforward.
Hitman's taken a note out of Back to the Future's trophy styles of like deciding to put them all in, not giving them platinums and then putting them in separate lists. I don't know what they were doing with the new series.
They know what they're doing. IO were just there to like make us feel pain. I think Hitman 3 is like the cleanest list, and that has a plat.
Yeah.
And you can kind of get like all like the previous games.
The previous ones, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very complicated though. I had to really guide to figure out what I needed to buy if I wanted to play it.
Yeah, they don't make it easy to buy your games. The first Hitman's like it would have been a great platinum to have, but I've the 100% as well. Like there's a lot that goes into that. Particularly to get like rank 20 on each of the, or level 20 on each of the levels. So yeah, fair play on that one. But I think Hitman 2 would still be overall the hardest, even though the percentage doesn't really state it. I still think that's probably the most challenging, just because of the mechanics. You still have my Hitman collection, don't you?
I do, yeah. I haven't played any of them yet.
And definitely go for Blood Money. Contracts is super easy.
Yeah, I loved those games, back in the day.
This is 2021 as well.
This has been the busiest 2021. Yeah, I'd be
and Heavy Rain and Gree are in there as well. Ico is here. It's 9 years, 11 months. Jesus, this is like hell. Like your cleanup this year is like, on par with like some people's lists after like 8 years. Kane and Lynch 2. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Kane and Lynch. Do you remember that? Do you remember what was the other one? Army of Two.
Army of Two, yeah. There was Army of Two too.
Oh, the glory days.
Yeah. The grim, they're kind of those gritty, grim PS3 games
where everything was brown. Every text was brown. So a few Lego games and Life is Strange.
I have a newfound respect for the Lego games. I used to kind of write them off, to be honest, when I'd look at the list. But now that I've played a few of them, I realize there's an awful lot to some of these platinums, and they're actually really well-made games.
Will you be adding them to your list?
Probably not, but I'm playing them with my son at the minute, and he really enjoys them. So
yeah, no. Oh my God, Mercenaries 2. What a game! What a game! So this is like, Little Big Planet, the first Mass Effect, and Max Payne 3, all like August 2021.
Wonder, can he still get the platinum? Has he got all the online stuff?
Yeah, seems like has all the online. I'm guessing it's just New York Minute Hardcore, New York Minute, and Hardcore.
That's awesome, yeah, and all the DLC as well. Oh, that's great. Yeah, he had the right idea, like going and getting it all.
Oh yeah, he went and got it back. Challenge mode done in June.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're obviously getting these out of the way. So Jesus, no fair, but you got rank 50 only in July.
Yeah, I do have a bit of regret that I didn't go back and do that this year. Because now it's just locked out for me.
Game. I'd say I don't know if you've played the game, but it's one of those that I recommend like having a quick playthrough at the very least on like a different account.
Yeah, definitely.
It is very good. Metal Gear Solid 2, you got this year.
This year. You when we're done with the list, I want you to go in and look at how many platinums you got this year.
Platinum
log.
We'll have a look.
been an
2
impressive
Metal Gear
year.
Solid 5s. Oh, you're a man after my heart. So you
That's
are with this.
it's impressive.
And Peace Walker. Peace Walker is one that we can do together. That can be done completely in co-op. And it's an excellent game. Jesus, I'm very impressed, particularly like this year. You're just on fire. Even cleaning up Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection. So another kind of football game. Jesus, it is painful. A lot of Ratchet and Clank, Rayman Legends. I'd say Red Dead you'll probably go back to, won't you?
Servers are still open for that one.
They're like a hacking like
Are they?
Wild
Yeah.
West. Yeah, they're bad. Yeah, they're bad. Resident Evil 0, I need to get. That's one that's eluded me. Resident Evil 4 at this point, because it doesn't have a platinum, I'm just going to wait on the inevitable remake and get it that way, because I'm only missing 0, 4, and I guess Code Veronica, which I have on my PS4 as well. My backlog is just getting insane, but
that Rise of the Tomb Raider is pretty cool. There's 125 trophies in that.
My God.
Yeah.
Saw
with no timestamps.
As a whistle with no timestamps. This is like such a funny mix of like really like these used to see these games all the time because like there was fewer people hunting trophies. Like this is like it's like people in 2009-10 and then no one had this game on their list after that time period. You're either playing games at that time and got it on your list or it's like a game that will never be played by anyone new, do you know? So you're going for Shadow of the Colossus on the PS3 because of course you are. So that's what you're working on at the moment. All the trophies in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Jesus. You're a fan of Tomb Raider, SSX. So I'm just going to kind of skim through. These are all great games.
There hasn't been a single bad game on the list.
And it's like a good mix of kind of like something like the Saboteur, like even like the Revenge of Shinobi. You know, I always like seeing Swapper. You know, you've got the Warriors on, you know, the PS2 version. You know, something like Thomas Was Alone is just there, and you know, it's
he did
really
he
good.
did Underworld back in the day as well. So and like I think that's it's pretty cool that Shane got so many platinums before he even had a PSN account. Like that's a real
that he knew what was happening, because you wouldn't be able to see the trophy card, you know, on the PS3 to see like what would the incentive be, because that it was when I went to my profile and I saw there was trophies, you know, when you hit R1 you go across on the old PS. That's when I'm like, oh, so like can people see this?
exactly.
That's pretty cool. So that's what sparked it in me.
There's like a bit of a like a narcissism kind of thing where you're like
100%.
where you kind of want to do it for someone else, because that's like, you know, I remember like
two friends on PSN.
I know I don't talk to anyone on PSN or anything, but like, you know, you get it because like, you know, obviously it looks cool and you want to play the games, but there is definitely that kind of bit in you where you're like, oh, this will look really impressive, you know. But Shane got all these platinums for like no recognition.
For him, no one but himself.
You know? This is like having that memory card that had like, you know, 100% completed on
like
it.
your friends wouldn't believe you until you brought the memory card over. So when he hooked up his PlayStation to the PSN, like Sony were probably like, whoa.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've got a Wolfenstein New Order. Oh
wow, that's a nice sweep.
Oh my god, man. He did 4 of the Yakuza games this year.
4. Wow. That's insane.
Oh my god, you got the plat for 3 of them in the space of like 2 weeks.
This is insane. Yeah. No, this is
wow.
There's something I want to point out as well here. If you scroll back up to the amount of ultra rare trophies, I think that this is a very important point. You'll see here that Shane has a total of 152 ultra rare trophies. And what I want this to clearly show that ultra rares do not equal quality, because there is so many quality games here finished to completion and
quality
platinums that, you know, I often see like it's like rarity equals, you know, hard game, or rarity equals good. Rarity can often sometimes mean really bad games, actually, because a lot of the games that are, you know, really, really, really rare are really rare
People
because no one wanted to play them. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, the fact that he has 152 ultra rares does not reflect the quality of the games on this list. You know, you would look at this list and go, wow, like this is a serious list. All the Yakuzas, all the MGS games, you know,
all the Yakuzas,
like
that,
these,
that alone is like just the investment. But
like
the fact that like some really good stacks, like to do Shadow of the Colossus twice.
Yeah,
I know the PS3 version is a good bit harder, but still.
Yeah, no, this is like it's rare to see a list that just doesn't have a bad game on it. You know, and now like I'm not saying that I think every game on there is great, but there isn't a bad game on there. You know.
Yeah, there's not a game that's obviously like you were looking for the cheap plant there.
Yeah,
you know? Like
yeah,
like they're all like really good games. So I'm just going to quickly look at the stats and just see. So, sitting at a 39.58. You came in hot when you created the PSN. 628 trophies.
All on one day, like
in one day.
They all came through together.
Was a busy day. A weekend gamer. So yeah, like this is just all the signs of a really good account. In fairness,
sub 40 rarity is like actually insane to me. You know, that's sub 40 is really, really impressive.
I think that speaks to more than just the ultra rares. You can see it's like 1,300 more uncommon than common. Look, I think it's safe to say this is just a damn good account.
Really, really strong. Yeah, like it's got to be one of the better accounts we've seen, to be honest.
I actually think it's up there in terms of just like overall, just the kind of great range of games, a good mix of like indie games, some kind of odd Disney games just thrown in there. Like it's just a really good list. And like if like the stacks, like I'm not someone's stacks, but I mean I don't begrudge someone going for a platinum in a great game multiple times. Like I'm probably going to do MGS3 on the Vita.
Yeah.
Even though I have it, that'll be the only like the closest like a stack that I'll ever have.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I just want to see as well. Just before we move on, I just want to see the platinums he got this year. Because my God, like, what a cleanup!
If there's 50 per page.
Jesus.
There's 50 per page. So if you scroll down and you see how many like weren't in this year, you'll kind of know how many. So yeah, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 39.
39, like really 39 backlog clearing plats this year, it seems.
Yeah, like bravo, Shano.
Yeah.
Damo. So excellent list. So I would say just keep doing what you're doing. Maybe try to finish off Dead Space, Shin by Dante's Inferno, and I understand the pain with FIFA. So over to Shar 0412, part-time trophy hunter, full-time father. So straight away, kind of a different list to Shane already with the 36 Fragments of Midnight.
Yeah, it's a fairly common first game.
Trophy hunter first game.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, what are you thinking of this so far, Dan?
So it was a 50% completion rate and 8,000 trophies unearned. Yeah, so this is, I suppose there's a lot more games on this count. 400 games played, you know, that's a lot of games, and 128 completed like fully, which is
32 plats.
132 plats. Yeah, so that's a pretty good number. Like, when we see 50% completion, it's definitely on the, like, it wouldn't be like a completionist level, but 128 plats, or sorry, 132 plats don't come cheap usually.
They
um
don't come cheap.
so yeah, I can already see some interesting ones. I see Human Revolution of a plat. That's pretty cool. Alien Isolation, Alan Wake. I have to go back and finish now. He hasn't gone and finished it. Last played just over a month ago, so I've yet to power it on. But I'm looking forward to playing Alan Wake just for the great stuff I've heard.
I have it on Steam, so like I don't know if I'll play it on PlayStation again. Even though I really enjoyed it, but yeah, like maybe at some point, but I think my backlog is too big to like go looking for a game that I've already played. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay, loads of arcade games. You love to see it.
Yeah, someone I suppose who's a father is probably experienced in arcades in some sense.
Yeah.
So that makes sense, I suppose. And I've just recently kind of gotten more into the arcade stuff again, which
Pick up
I
and
really
play.
enjoy.
It's handy.
Yeah.
Pick it up. You die. You put a quarter in the slot.
Yeah.
And you're ready to go. So
it's got a PS5 as well.
Nice. God, I still can't get one. So Batman Telltale, I can like Bioshock's a great plat. Bloodborne as well. Broken Age, yeah. Again, that's a game I think that's the only game from that Supergiant as well, isn't it?
No, it's
no, it's Tim Schafer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that kind of style.
Sorry.
Anyway, yeah.
I always confuse Broken Age as a Supergiant game, but it's a Tim Schafer one. I believe. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know is it Tim Schafer, but it's definitely like it's that style of LucasArts.
Double Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. So yeah. I would assume it's Tim Schafer. But yeah, I need to get that at some point.
Burly Men at Sea is is one of kind of one of the
it's a typical dad game, Burly Man kind of like protecting the kids at sea against
the sharks. Castle of Illusion, Mickey Mouse again, 2 in a row.
That's a bingo.
This
what is this game?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's so funny. We're just talking about how
player.
We've never seen this game, and now we see it twice in a row.
80,000 people have it though.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And it was on sale 3 years ago. Shucks.
Just missed it. Yeah.
Just missed it. Cat Quest. I know you adore that game. So
yeah, really a very underrated game. Actually, Mystic has a new 30 platinums in 30 days video, and he has Cat Quest. He does it as one of his games, and he said the same as myself that he really enjoyed it, and he was kind of he wasn't expecting to like it as much as he did. It's definitely a game that the name doesn't do it any favors. It's actually a really great game.
Yeah. No, like I remember you kind of raving about it, and they got the platinum on the same day for Control as Shano on the 11th. If memory serves me correctly. Cyberpunk. It's hilarious how rare this is for such a hype game to actually see it in someo's list.
It is, yeah. It's not
only
as common.
10,000 more people own this than that Mickey Mouse game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if that isn't a good example of just what a wet fart this game was.
Yeah.
So you became a mercenary and you're like,
nah, I'm done.
Oof. That's hilarious.
That's a bad review of Cyberpunk if I ever saw one.
You got the Dark Souls 3 platinum that I'm trying to suffer through. If you want to give me the rings that I need, please let me know. And Day of the Tentacle Remastered. You're kind of hitting all the games that I kind of want to get the plats in fairness.
Yeah, and this is it. There's a lot of games here, but there's a lot of good plats as well.
Well, like the thing is, it's like, I think, life and being a dad's probably slightly more important. He says himself, Shar in in his about section, part time. So if this is just like a hobby on the side, if you've got an hour or two in the evening, like there's like the Deus Ex Human Revolution plat and 100% is excellent. Like to get 2 Demon Souls plats, it's like you're still getting some serious like trophies here. So I can see that like there's an awful lot of games that you just pick up and play, but who cares really? I mean, like it's your list.
I really want to play Doki Doki Literature Club. It's supposed to be a really good game. The name again doesn't do it any favors, but it's
nor does the artwork.
Yeah, it's supposed to be amazing. It's not what it seems.
Well, now in fairness, now like it. Explain yourself, because judging by the sexual silhouettes here, I'm gauging that. Does it come from Japan?
It's supposed to be like a dating sim kind of game, but then
Dan says hi. That would be perfect for your trophy cabinet.
I have to get this. I have to get it. Oh my god!
Special note.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be. I think maybe it might be a little bit of a spoiler towards the bottom of the kind of trophies that are there. The game is just not what it seems, and I know a bit more about this, and I haven't played it, but it's I think you can see it there if you look at the genres of the game. That might give you a little
horror,
bit.
romance themes, role-playing simulator, adventure, indie, visual novel. It says a lot, but says nothing.
Yeah, it isn't the typical Japanese dating sim game. It's not Pantsu Hunter or something.
I trust you, Dan. But I would need to see a bit more evidence, because the artwork just does not lead. It doesn't lend itself well to your theory of what it is. But
no, it's not the theory. It's not the theory.
Okay, I'll keep an open mind.
Yeah,
but you should get it just for that trophy alone.
I'm going to now.
Have the personalized trophy cabinets where it's like a haiku, or it's a poem or something, or rhymes, or it's like a sentence. I love that.
I never saw such a great trophy name for me, so I'm definitely gonna get that game now.
So we'll keep scrolling down here.
Duke Nukem. I see Eldest Souls. That looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a boss gauntlet style game where it's just the bosses, and they're all kind of like in Dark Souls type kind of difficulty. Ether 1 is a cool kind of walking sim puzzle game. It's about kind of like growing old. It was quite good. I liked it. Played that one on Steam.
I remember you saying about it.
Yeah.
Dipped your toe in an awful lot of Final Fantasies.
Yeah, and some Far Cries as well.
And some Far Cries. You had a very therapeutic year stacking flour.
Yes. Yeah.
I love the game. Oh, not what the. Okay, now this is interesting. Now for the amount of. Oh my god.
Yeah. So this would be like a typical game. Like this is typical for a full-time dad to want to unwind with murdering some children, murdering some teenagers in a camp.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like recently enough, it's I load up and I play something like FIFA. This is the exact same. Or like when I was working on The Division, I actually enjoyed that, because it's like play 1 or 2 matches.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need just that, like, not just kind of where you can turn your brain off, and it's just like you're not worried about the trophies really. You're not worried about like decisions in the games, or like following a story or anything. You just turn it. Like I like having a game like FIFA on the side, or The Division, or something that's just like a daft shooter, or just a football game, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I can imagine it. Like I've played Friday the 13th on an alternative account, because I heard stories about the trophy list, and it was kind of fun, because I was playing with 4 other people, and for about a week or two, like we'd play a couple of games a night, and then I kind of like, it's like, okay, I don't think I like it enough to play, what was like 4,000 games or something ridiculous.
I don't know what frisky business is, but maybe it's the same as Doki Doki Literature
But I
Club.
wanted no, don't judge it.
Yeah.
Don't you dare judge it.
Well, the themes are erotic.
Well, in fairness, I think this is a fair one because the top trophy is gots to bind them all. Get it on with all the girls.
Yeah.
Who typed that trophy description? We're just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like just fuck my life.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, that second trophy is pretty pretty raunchy as well.
Oh, it is. It is.
Moving on. This is a family channel.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, but again, dads need to unwind in their own way. So, next up, Goat Simulator. There it is. No, it's good plat, God of War, Gone Home.
Godfall is one you don't see very often. It was one of the, I suppose it's fair to call it a bit of a flop from the PS5 launch.
That Mickey Mouse game, I'm going to relate everything to the Mickey Mouse game, is set near 70,000 more owners than Godfall.
Yeah, it's like it looked very ambitious, but I remember when they released the trailer for it on the PS5 kind of, teasers, it was like had like this like kind of hardcore rap behind it, and just like did not suit the game at all. And it was just like, it just felt like felt so commercial or something. It was like, what music will we put to our flashy PS5 game?
It's like, yeah, all them kids love that hop hip
at
the moment. Could we get some of that B&R that all the kids do be loving, make it look like Wheezes, cool.
Yeah. Got to bang them all.
Yeah.
I have to say, I love seeing Gree on so many people's lists. It's great.
This seems to be kind of a hot combo today, the Grim Fandango and Gree, and I love both, so it's nice to see them.
And I seem to be the only person who says Gree. I don't know, like, is it Gree or am I just being like really pretentious?
Well, I say Gree.
Do you? Okay.
It is a French word, is not for grief.
Yeah, or grey.
Or grey, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought, I don't speak French, but I just,
But like, look at the artwork. It's so like Gris.
Yeah.
Imagine like a French person saying Gris.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Then again, we're speaking English, so do we need to say Gris because that's more of an English pronunciation? Because those like Egypts at like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like I'll have your Savion Blanc.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like maybe we're just pretentious.
Maybe.
So we'll scroll on down to saw Horizon, kind of infamous, kind of comes with the territory of being a trophy hunter. Kenna, which are pretty
close.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I need to play that myself.
Check the trophies there just to see what's missing, because very close.
Hit 3 enemies with a single rot-infused arrow, destroy a mage with its own bomb, and beat the game on master difficulty.
Oh, okay, yeah, not too bad. They're making it a little bit easier to do it on master, I've heard, as well.
Okay, well, just in time for when I get to play it.
Yeah.
And quite a few Lego games. I can see there's just maybe some games that you play with your kids, like Kung Fu Panda. Then again, like, I don't know if you just had kids, it was 2017.
Kung Fu Panda is a 0.67 rarity platinum.
Yes, 19,000 more people own this than Cyberpunk.
Yeah, absolutely.
What the hell?
I don't know why it's so rare, but it's
maybe there's online Reach Master Panda online ranking. Maybe that's something for the ultra rare trophy hunters.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So I'm just gonna get through Mad Max. You're lucky to get that before the kind of servers closed. Guardians of the Galaxy, I've heard some very good things.
Looks like he's playing at the minute, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not overly pushed on it, but I think it's one of those that like maybe in a year or two, if I save for peace, I might just take a punt on it.
I saw the last day for 35, which isn't bad.
I've too much to play. I still wouldn't justify 35. Like it could be amazing, and I could be eating my words, but I think it's one of those like if when the time comes in a year or two, if I'm
like Fallen Order
between games, yeah, just pick it up and play. Metro Middle Earth, an awful lot of Middle Earth plats, which is pretty cool to see. Some kind of
I thought there was going to be a lot more like stacky kind of 5-minute plats on this list at the start, but there's actually a lot of quality plats in here.
No, actually, it's kind of surprising, really. Like, there's a few here, I guess, but even Nightmares from the Deep isn't really like, My Name is Mayo territory.
No, it's like a visual novel puzzle game or something. Or like
Persona 4, Persona 3 Dancing in the Moonlight, Persona 5, Prey, which I need to get to. That's kind of, I'm almost at the same point myself.
Yes, yeah.
Race the Sun. So they were kind of getting to the point where there's a few games that were maybe load up. There you got fairly far in Resident Evil Village.
Remnant from the Ashes as well. He has the DLC yet.
Oh, it's just Mercenaries mode. I'd say you'd be able to clear that up. Fairly handy
definitely.
if you went for it.
Yeah. There's some kind of like nice strats that you can use to make it a bit easier on yourself as well.
Oh yeah, Remnant platinum in a year. Not too bad. Like you said it's like a 6 out of 10.
Ish, yeah. I saw Platinum Bro had a video there where he talked about the DLC again. So maybe Shar could talk to Platinum Bro about getting carried through it.
Yeah, but
because Platinum Bro's he said it's like his favorite game of the year, or at least one of them.
I don't think he'd need another, much of an excuse to jump back in.
Yeah,
and play it.
exactly.
Returnal, Road Bustle.
Yeah. I think Road Bustle is definitely one of the most egregious plats. I think.
Yeah.
I played it on the Platchums account, and you can get the platinum by driving into a wall. And that's it. Like, you don't even have to cross the road in the game.
And that's roads in the title. I don't know. So all the Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. That's a very nice plat. Sleeping Dogs. You've got all the sign ships that I think you may have just cleaned up in the same day, but sure, that's just the way. Star Wars. Like quite a lot of like Taco Master. And Terminator Salvation in March 2021. You mad lad.
That's pretty cool.
But like in terms of like, you see, the thing is, it's like it's a 54% rarity. Like if that's like you going for a cheap plat, it's not even that like cheap or dirty anymore.
No,
it's almost like aggressively mid-tier.
Oh, it's mid-tier now, absolutely, yeah.
Almost on par with something like The Order, it's not too much more,
Oh, The Order and Terminator Salvation would be very similar, actually, in platinum difficulty, actually.
So the Sexy Brutale, that was a game you really liked, wasn't
it? Yeah. It's like Hitman, Groundhog Day kind of thing. It's pretty cool. You have to save everyone.
Well, if I'm honest, so I'm just gonna skim through.
Some nice Uncharted plats there. Nearly clean sweep.
Some very nice ones. Welcome Pack in 2021. Oh, in 8 years. I was about to say, someone else got defeated. Oh wait, no, you were there 8 years ago.
Actually, one of the more interesting games I saw there as well was towards the start was Diablo Ii Resurrected. I thought that was a very interesting game because it's such a notoriously difficult platinum at the minute. So it was interesting to see that. Because I don't know how many people have the platinum now.
I don't think anyone does.
No one has it yet. Yeah, it's crazy. Like
that's
you can
cool
see
that you can see how close you are on it.
Yeah.
On the PS5, that's really cool.
I'm really surprised no one's got the platinum yet. That's crazy. Wow. Like
But
I
it
know
must be bugged.
the length of time it takes to get from level 98 to 99 is the same as it takes from level 91 to 98.
Just no, I don't have time for that anymore.
Yeah.
Like just no.
Yeah, it's a very interesting account. Like definitely like it's there's some really, really impressive platinums on there. Clear that, you know, that Char's got the skills. Not as concerned with things like completion rate, so trying different games out, and there's a very eclectic mix of games on there, definitely. But yeah, I think there's what's clear is that he definitely loves games and loves trying different games. So that's really cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. Pretty cool list. Definitely, I haven't seen a list like it in terms of like the mix of games. In fairness,
Yeah,
it's kind of kid friendly and then not so kid friendly.
yeah.
But you know, like whatever games he plays after 10 o'clock is his own thing. But yeah, like pretty decent list, but not really so much like the like trophy focus list that would normally see here. So
Yeah,
it's good to kind of see like the other side of the coin where it's like kind of more casual trophy hunters
gaming
to
for
pick up.
fun, I think they call it. Yeah,
Yeah, gaming for
yeah.
fun, but also like picking up some good platinums along the way. So
Yeah.
like that's what it's all about. So we'll move on to the last one. BRWTapio.
Cool.
Diagnosis Gamer Syndrome from
Yes.
Deutschland.
Yeah.
Herzlich willkommen bei the Legends.
And this is it's Blue Moon from our Discord as well.
Oh, Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Didn't know you were German. Didn't know you were German. So this looks, I'm guessing, like a new account based on the level of 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah,
so
that's nice. Yeah, so there's a lot of content in 2 years, definitely.
yeah, Jesus, yeah, like sure, I'm still stuck on 149 plats, so you're a third of the way to where I am in like a tenth of the time. So so we're kind of going Alien Isolation, like it keeps calling out to us, man,
It
doesn't it?
does, yeah, yeah. And it's nice to see a Plague Tale there twice. That was a great game. It was a game you got
Yeah,
for me, actually. Thank you again for that. That was a
no
wonderful
problem.
game. Yeah, like you know, I can't see much of the list yet, but it already looks like quality, quality, quality.
Yeah, yeah, it seems to be kind of more of a curated list. Like I'm guessing maybe you know, you had a list before and you thought, oh, you want a clean break with just like your favorite games or like games that make the grade.
Yeah, very
Um,
possible. Some really
so it's unfortunate Cyberpunk made it on there.
yeah. Well, look, you know, I think it's fair to bash Cyberpunk's release, definitely. But I know a lot of people did have a lot of fun with the game if it ran well for them at least.
Not a lot of people I know that played on PC said
And
like it
Blue
was
Moon
good,
is a
great.
PS5 as well, so it would have ran pretty well, or at least as well as it could have ran.
Yeah,
So, because yeah, he has
yeah.
the Plague Tale Platinum, or he or
I,
she has the Plague Tale
I
Platinum.
should really get around to Deus Ex. That's another like massive game on my backlog.
Yeah.
Like I have the DLC and everything, but I'm just terrified of the breach mode because it's like it relies on yeah, like look at this breach progress reset by itself.
Oh, yeah, ouch. Yeah.
So I don't know, like I've one game that's unachievable. I'll probably like play through it on like an alternative account, I think, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm scared. So anyway, kind of gonna have a quick like, so Far Cry 6 is kind of like fresh off the press.
Yeah.
Um so it's almost like the greatest hits. True Colors, Life is Strange True Colors. I'm sure that's very high.
Yeah,
70. Like
71,
that's
yeah.
like nor I don't remember the other ones being that common.
No,
Maybe I
no.
think Before the Storm is 80 plus, but the first game and Life is Strange 2 weren't
I
that.
think the common theme I've seen with True Colors is that everyone loves it. So, I think that probably speaks to the high
Oh
percentage.
wait, never mind. 64. There it is.
64. Yeah. 34 like is a huge difference, but that was a PS Plus game of course as well. So,
Yeah, it kind of
I
skews
think
it.
True Colors is supposed to be a great game and I'm excited to play it down the line definitely.
Yeah, no, but Life is Strange for me is the perfect kind of between big titles
Yeah.
that I get on the cheap.
Yeah.
Um, So that they look so nice.
They do,
Mass
yeah.
Effect games.
Very, very nice, yeah.
Have to say. So Metro Exodus is a pretty nice 100% to have, in fairness.
Yeah.
One trophy, No Man's Sky. Prey. Scene. Okay, so you're working your way through the Resident Evils, it seems.
Yeah, nearly a full clean sweep there as well.
I don't envy it for having to do the multiplayer in Resi 5. I'm fairly certain it'll be on the PS4.
Yeah, just leave it like like myself. Just forget about it.
Terrible.
I like the omission of Final Fantasy 6 or sorry, Resident Evil 6 as well. It's nice omission.
It was on purpose. Like
intentionally,
I only played like a year ago or so. Like I had fun because it's co-op. I think fundamentally any game that just has co-op is just by its very nature just more fun. And I actually thought like the Leon campaign started off well, and then just like fucking nosedived. But I still think like I had my fun. It kind of went like I think I got it for €4.
Yeah.
Or something. I got a lot of fun out of it for €4, and look, it's a Resi game, but it was like all the worst aspects of the Resi franchise like condensed into one game. But it kind of became oddly charming. You're like a Neil Breen or Tommy Wiseau production. But look, co-op gets me.
Yes.
So we'll keep scrolling down here. The Dark Pictures Anthology. It's like the True Detective soundtrack cover.
Yeah, they're like the same. They're from. Is it Supermassive Games? If you go into them, is that who?
Yeah, I think it is Supermassive.
Yeah, Supermassive. Yeah. So they did Until Dawn and stuff.
Yeah, so, no, it looks very cool. Very, very.
The Platinums aren't easy as well because there's some co-op stuff in it as well.
I'll play it. The Other World's a game that just I keep forgetting exists, but I know that when I sit down to play it, I'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like Prey. It's like one of those really good games from last generation.
Fallout, and so that's the end of the list. So
close to the Wolfenstein 2 Platinum as well, so maybe that's a good goal.
The German probably was it Mein Leben.
Yeah, the trophy is very notorious, as we all know. I think it was up towards the top. Yeah.
The alle Trophäen. There it is. Mein Leben.
As a bronze.
Mein Leben ab. Yeah. No. Like fairly tough guy. He looks very odd. He looks like a weird version of the guy from Dead Rising 2, doesn't he?
It's like on steroids.
Yeah, he's looking a bit swole there.
Yeah, a very good list. Like again, kind of like you said, a bit of a curated, newer list. Definitely. I don't think there was a bad game on the list either. It looked pretty consistent in the style of games that it wants. So Wednesday Gamer. It's interesting.
I think Wednesday for me used to be my like most productive, or it was like Monday because it was off work on a Monday, and then it's like taken like 6 or 7 years to kind of even out across the day. For like now I'm working on the days I was always off, so it kind of looks like a flat line.
Yeah. But yeah, this list is it's pretty crazy what you can do in 2 years. 4 trophies a day. It's a pretty high rate of earning them.
Just a good like list of games. Like it's like again slightly curated, but like sure, like that's half the fun, isn't it? Like playing your favorite games again, or playing games that you enjoy. So it'd be very interesting to see the like makeup of this list in like another 2 years.
Yeah.
To kind of see where Tapio was at with it. So I'd say just keep doing what you're doing.
So that's 3 really good lists. So we've seen, obviously a list that was just, quality games over the course of the last 12 years. We saw a list of games that, a pretty eclectic list of games from someone who has 400 games played, and then this list, which is a smaller list, but really concise and really, really packed of pretty quality games there as well. So it's three very different lists, but three really, really good lists in their own way.
Yeah, klein aber stark, what you'd say in German. Small but strong. Small but strong.
Small but strong. Nice.
So yeah, no, like it's some really interesting lists, all very different again. But look, as long as everyone's having fun. Funny.
That's what we're all about here. Yeah, fun.
So thanks for submitting the list, and we'll try to get to the next ones within the next 6 months.
Next calendar year.
Next calendar year. I like, we say this every video, but like it's just to sit down, because normally these take about an hour and a half, so it's always kind of like,
these are,
you want to give each list time, you don't want to gloss over them. So
true.
So yeah, but thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. I don't know if that's become the new sign off, because I've said it twice today, but well, high five. Which side am I on?
You're on the top, actually. Yeah.
Oh, on the top. So, I'm just gonna pat you on the head. It's a bit strange. There we go, Dad. There we go. Attaboy. Stop. Pledgeums!